नमस्कार. आयच्या ह्या खाशेल्या कार्यावळीत तुमकां सगळ्यांक येवकार. विशय जो आसा फूड एंड बेवरेजीस म्हणजे रेस्टॉरंट जावं लिकर ट्रेड जावं कितें आसा परिस्थिती आनी हातूंतल्यान भायर कसं सरपाचें. आमचे बरोबर आसात एडवोकेट अमित पालेकार, जांकां ह्या दोनूय गजालीचो भरपूर अनुभव आसा. ते स्वता वेवसायीक आसात. अमित, वेलकम टू द शो. सगळ्यांत पयली गजाल म्हळ्यार हाव आर थिंग्स?
Things are not good at all, Pramod. If you see from March till now, industry is in a very sad state. आणि जसं टाइम वता पळय तसं डेस्परेशन वाडपाक लागला. And it is going to have far-reaching effects on the industry, its people who are connected. So I don't see a very bright future until we know what is going to happen to the lockdown and how government is going to respond. So it's going to be a very tough thing for people to deal with.
So let us start with liquor. What is the situation as far as liquor business is concerned? फाल्यां हय ना करून लास्टाक ट्रेड सुरू जाली, but how is the situation?
See, liquor industry and hospitality industry are interconnected to each other. आज जर तू खंयच्या रिटेलराक विचारत किंवा होलसेलराक विचारत, their sale must have come down by 60-70% for sure, and it's a fact. So you cannot disagree with the fact that hospitality industry in terms of hotel, restaurants, bars are connected to retail liquor industry. आणि जोपर्यंत दोन्ही सारखी बरे तरेन ओपन जायना, it will have far reaching consequences on both businesses and tax collection for government also. So there has to be some immediate step taken to start both businesses in the most proper manner that it could be done.
फार रिचींग म्हळ्यार कशें? वॉट इज द जर मातशी विस्कटावणी जावपाक शकली जाल्यार इंटरडिपेंडन्सी जेन्ना आमी म्हणटात, सो लोकांक खूब जाण दिसता की चल मरे आतां होलसेल शॉप्स ओपन करपाक दिले, आतां बऱ्याच प्रमाणात बिझनेस जातलो बी म्हणून. पण जेन्ना इंटरडिपेंडन्सी म्हणटा, टू वॉट एक्सटेंट इज दीस इंटरडिपेंडन्सी आनी आज टुरिजम नासतना कितलो फटको बशिल्लो दिसता?
110% प्रत्येक बिझनेसाक फटको बसला. कित्याक हांव काल आमी आतां when we have been meeting for various reasons, we have been talking to retail store owners also. प्रत्येकाच्या रेस्टॉरंटान जो लिकर येता तो अल्टिमेटली रिटेल स्टोर ओनर किंवा होलसेलरा कडल्यान येता. Very few is taken from distributors. In such a situation, when there is no buying which is happening, there won't be selling which will happen. So in that situation, if the selling doesn't happen, then it's obviously going to have a far-reaching consequences on the business itself. But खंयतरी हाजो इफेक्ट तुका दिसून येतलो.
एक इम्पॉर्टंट जो हातूंत भितर फॅक्टर आसा सामको, तो इम्पॉर्टंट फॅक्टर म्हळ्यार ट्युरिस्ट डिमांडाचो ऑफ लिकर. वॉट इज द चंक? म्हणजे आमची जर टोटल जर पाय जर धरलो, 100 जर धरले जाल्यार हाव मेनी % ऑफ लिकर ट्रेड is tourist dependent?
According to me, not more than 50% of the liquor is utilized by the Goans per se. There is a floating population which comes to Goa by way of tourists, and that is the tourist, that is the one who is buying this liquor, either through restaurants or through retailers directly. So I am sure it has its far-reaching consequences. If the tourist trade does not begin, it is going to be a doomsday for Goa, because maximum of Goa middle class and lower class or little above that is connected to hospitality industry in some manner or the other. You consider restaurants, you consider retail trade. आज जो business सध्याच्या परिस्थितीन आसा, त्या परिस्थितीन people are also not spending. Please understand that a local Goan who doesn't know what is going to be the future is not spending enough because he wants to save for the darker days, for the future. You don't know what is in future. The rainy days are going to come, not literally. I'm talking about the rainy days because lot have lost their jobs. Lot are coming back by losing their job. And there is so much of skill available. They don't know where to go and how to raise funds. So ते सगळे जर पळयले जाल्यार it has got in hospitality industry as such per se is a backbone of Goa's tourism industry. Goa's tourism has to be revived in phase-wise manner, and government has to take absolute steps to do it in phase-wise manner, and immediate steps to do it in phase-wise manner. आज जर तू भायर वचून पळयलो जाल्यार गोंयान लॉकडावन आसा कसो दिसना, but yet there are some industries which have been given liberties and some industries which feel are being left out. So if you talk to the people from industry and people who are पोटचे तोंडान तोंडचे पोटाक म्हणटा पळय तशे बिझनेसाचेर जे डिपेंड आसा पळय, they are the one who are facing it to a level where they will not be able to sustain, they will not be able to support their life. Forget about lifestyle. So in that sense, tourism industry, which is interconnected to hospitality industry, which is ultimately connected to liquor industry, and overall economic upliftment of Goa, if it is not revived in a particular manner, it will have far-reaching consequences.
एक एक जो मुद्दो येता तो म्हळ्यार ट्युरिस्टांचो. म्हळ्यार आतां आमी ट्रेन आयल्यो, ट्रेनी येवपाक स्टार्ट जाल्यो, भायल्यान वर्कर्स येवपाक स्टार्ट जाले आनी आमचो आंकडो वाडत आसा. सो रियलिस्टिकली ओके वी नीड टू स्ट्रायक अ बॅलन्स बिटवीन लायफ एंड लायवलीहूड, बट रियलिस्टिकली स्पिकींग ट्युरिजमाचो ओग जो आसा तो केन्ना सावन प्रॅक्टिकली सुरू जावपाक शकता अशें तुमकां दिसता?
बॉर्डर फाल्यां ओपन कर, गोंया परवा फूल जातलें. ही परिस्थिती आसा. आज अशी परिस्थिती आसा की गोवा पीपल आर थिंकिंग इज अ सेफ हेवन फॉर काइंड ऑफ हेल्थ मेजर्स
No,
that we have taken.
realistically केन्ना पॉसिबल जातलें? I am not saying whether people will come. I am not asking whether people will come. When it will be safe for people in Goa to accept people from other states?
I don't think it will
As
be
tourists.
safe for Goa to accept. Realistically, if you tell me if it is a choice between life and business, realistically, until vaccine is found, it is unfair for somebody else to be drawn into Goa for the benefit of an industry. It is an obvious fact. But जेन्ना मनशाच्या उपासमारीची पाळी येता न्ही त्या वेळार तो दुसरी गोष्ट आनी चिंतना. Then he thinks about himself, and that's what is happening to all industries, not just restaurant industry or any industry which is there in Goa. Because आज परिस्थिती अशी आल्या की मार्चांतल्यान कांय बिझनस ना. गव्हर्नमेंट एका वाटेन म्हणटा फुल सॅलरी दिया, खंयच्यान दितलो? घरा राशन हाडपाक पयशे ना तांचे कडेन, ते सॅलरी दिया, तांकां पोसा. There are other taxes. For that matter, if you see, neither the central government nor the local government has come out with a plan to help the industry in any manner so far. Mining industry has been given priority, whereas mining is already in turmoil and in a situation where, because of the Supreme Court matter or the other matters, but an industry which had been surviving for so long, you have to first find a solution to save that.
So what is the solution? What do you suggest to the government?
See, simple thing. As there are various fixed costs which are connected with the industry. One is taxes that you collect. One is your electricity bills, water bills. Give some stops to them. Give them time to pay it later. Some license fees could be reduced. You can find out ways and mechanism to say that excise. Now, if you see the latest notification, obviously it was decided in the budget. But notification as a timing 12 make to करप during COVID times and create panic in the industry, which could have been avoided. You could have held back that notification to be done, or immediately come out with something to say that yes, that reduction, we could think of some reduction, or we'll give some stops. It seems to be a smaller amount, but in the times that the industry is in today, it is quite a lot of amount for an industry to face in. To survive, one is to make money, one is to survive.
You are saying although it is a small help, it is a significant help.
Any small help by way of even 100 rupees will be a significant help. I am coming in contact with very small time restaurant owners, and तांचे कशें आसा की आयज तांणी जर ह्या म्हयन्याक 50,000 लाख रुपयाचो बिझनेस केलो, तातल्यान ताजी फॅमिली चलता, तो ताजे स्टाफांची फॅमिली चलयता. आज ताजो 3 म्हयने जालो बिझनेस ना. In that situation, he is stranded. He doesn't know what to do tomorrow. And some of them don't know what to do, what else to do, because they have been in that industry for last 50, 100 years. There are some tavern owners. Their business may not be much, but they are in the same industry from their forefathers. Now, I am concerned about them. I am not talking about luxury restaurants. Probably their license fee increase may not have much of an effect. But ultimately, AC, non-AC, एक लहानसो restaurant, if you see taxation, it cannot be based on areas as such. जेन्ना तुम्ही same concept दुसऱ्या industry लागू करना, then why only choose between restaurant industry or hospitality industry only because you consider that alcohol is not a need, but you see the business is a need. Alcohol is part of that industry. Maybe you consider it as a vice, and that's why you want to increase and say that people who want to drink will pay more. But if they don't pay more, the industry is going to get destroyed.
And you are saying anyway, because there are no tourists, volume is affected anyway.
100%. See, even if the restaurant industry opens up today, we don't know how many are going to eat out. How many people are going to come in a restaurant? Who will take that risk? बट अल्टिमेटली ओपन केल्याशिवाय कळपाचें ना. आज सुपर सेंटर्स आर ओपन. In super centers, there are 100 people shopping at one point of time. In the supermarket, you are touching the things, you are keeping it back. The spread which can happen in a superstore is much more than in a restaurant, because it's in a controlled environment. You are going to give serve. So if you are allowing that to open, why not this? This is what the industry is feeling.
मित्र, थँक्स अ लॉट फॉर टॉकिंग टू अस. म्हाका दिसता इतल्याचेर थांबना, दीस वता तशें परत उलोवचें पडटलें आनी ही सजेशन सरकारा म्हऱ्या पावोवची पडटलीं. सो थँक यू फॉर टॉकिंग टू अस. हे चर्चा चालू दवरया, हे कनेक्शनूय चालू दवरया, सो दॅट वी गो बॅक टू पीपल अँड अल्टिमेटली इट इज अवर आयडियाज आनी कलेक्टीव विजडम दॅट इज गोईंग टू सेव अस. सो थँक्स अ लॉट फॉर टॉकिंग टू अस. पळयत रावात प्रुडंट. नमस्कार.